Welcome back to the channel. So this is my new project. It's a 2009 Hummer H3. I got this thing for 5,000 bucks. I think that's a decent price. So let's see if we can't replace the transmission, fix a few things, see if we can't make a few $1,000s profit. Replacing this transmission calls for removing a bunch of this stuff. I think that's the first thing I'm gonna do. But for now, let's do a quick walk around. I drove this thing up on some bricks, built that little platform for me to stand on so I can do some stuff up there. But yeah, I literally just like took a shit ton of bricks and just like piled them up, and I just drove it up onto the spot that it's at. It's pretty safe. I gave her a good shaking. She's not falling. So the reason I did that is so I could take advantage of this concrete slab right here. So there's our transmission. And so yeah, I replaced the Ford transmission and the Tahoe transmission just right here in the dirt, and that really sucked. I constantly had to shake my pants out because I was getting dirt in my shoes and my pants, and that really sucked. So I'm gonna take advantage of this concrete slab right here, and we're gonna yank this transmission out. I feel like somebody maybe has done this before. I don't know if these wheel wells need to be taken out. It looks like somebody added an aftermarket light right here. That's a hack job for sure. They just drilled a hole straight through this plastic, which is fine. I wonder if these even work. Probably not. They use some construction screws, missing some plastic trim. These tires definitely need to be replaced. Tires on the back look pretty good. They got some good tread. They got some good chunk of tread. But this Hummer just needs a little bit of love, that's all. She's got TVs in the back. Guess we could open up. This door is the only door that's unlocked right now. She's a little dirty. I already degreased and cleaned the passenger seat. I don't know if that's noticeable, if you can see that or not. But it's a pretty clean little Hummer. We got the sunroof option. That's always nice. And I do believe that that thing is leaking. There's like some plastic tubes that run down. I think these are the A-pillars. And also there was a light bar on this thing, and the light bar mounting bracket was like intruding on this rubber, so we definitely had some water coming in. You can see I already tried JB welding. I JB welded up those holes. I think I'm gonna have to replace this trim. So every day I've been trying to find a parts Hummer off of Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, this will be a fun little project. This is definitely gonna be a gigantic pain in the ass for me because I'm just a one-man band, but we'll get her done for sure. So we're up under. The reason I think this transmission needs to be replaced is because every time I turn her on, we got a steady drip of transmission fluid flowing and going right here. So what I think that means is we got it could be a crack in the torque converter. There could be a weld that's broken, maybe, I don't know, maybe, or there could be a bad rubber seal. So yeah, we're gonna take her out. This is just like a Tahoe transmission. It's a 4L60E. The only difference is because this is a 5-cylinder, an inline 5. The bell housings are different, but that's okay. This one's gonna be, I think, a little bit more of a pain in the ass because I think we have to remove the starter to take this transmission out of here. But another pain in the ass is gonna be that gigantic what's that thing called, a torque converter. So I definitely think somebody's been in here before. I think this thing has been replaced. If you look at the top end of that transmission, it looks pretty clean up there. If you look at the rest of the engine, you know, that looks super clean up there compared to the rest of it. So that's what makes me think it's been replaced before. And I see a bunch of zip ties. I think this wiring harness is supposed to be secured in a better way. You can see this harness is ripped open right here. This bolt's not even all the way on there. What else can we see? We got a bunch of zip tying going on. See this? Let's see this right here. See, somebody's definitely been up in here before. See, this bracket's supposed to be screwed or mounted somewhere. Probably on this nut right here. I guess, I'm not sure, but I guess. But somebody's definitely been up in here before. We're gonna have to remove this drive shaft. We're gonna have to remove the exhaust. We're gonna have to remove that drive shaft. And if we look at this, I don't know if I already showed you guys this, but that bushing right there is gonna have to be replaced. She's definitely seeing some good amount of off-roading time. She looks a little bit dirty. Well, I guess I've seen worse. She's not that dirty. But let's check our brakes. Our brakes look good. Oh no, I think she needs some brake pads for sure. Well, these pads look a little bit better. I don't know if that's seeable. I'm gonna crawl out of here. Well guys, this is day one, me starting on this thing. I've actually had this Hummer for, I don't know, 5 months maybe. She's just been sitting, you know, she's just been sitting. But I'm gonna get started working on her. I guess I'm gonna start by removing all of this plastic. We'll start with the air cleaner. We'll have to unplug that wire. The first thing you want to do when doing something difficult like this, you definitely want to remove the battery before you start unplugging stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna start removing stuff. I guess I'll start with this right here. Looks doable. This right here, this plastic clip right here, just squeeze it and pop her loose. Loosey goosey, there she goes. Let's see if we can't take this. Yeah, that just goes just like that. Another thing I'd recommend somebody to do is you want to take a bunch of pictures so you don't forget where stuff goes. But that's why I'm making this video, so maybe I can help a few people out. Just gonna start taking off all this plastic stuff. It really is pretty easy. We got a flat head right there. We just undo that clamp right there. And to take this air box off of here, we got some clips down here. Let's see if I can get a good shot of that. This here clip right here, pop that back like that. There should be another one over here. Pop that back like that. There she goes. Yeah, come on baby. So see how dirty this thing is? As we take these plastic pieces off, we'll put them by our plastic pieces and we'll give them a good wash whenever the time comes. Let's check our air filter, see how that's looking. It looks like a fairly new air filter. It doesn't look too bad. So next thing we gotta do, take this guy right here off, give this a little loosey goosey. Oh, there she goes. Just toss that right there for now. Okay, looks like we got some bolts holding this bracket down. Let me see if I can't go grab my socket set. Well guys, this here is my socket set. It's a Tecton socket set 3/8. This thing's helped me refurbish 2 Fords and 2 transmissions. It's got all your socket sizes, metric from 6mm all the way up to, I believe, 24 with no skips, which is fantastic. And then we got 1/4 to 1 inch, and that's short, and our deep sockets. So, and you can see I've already got some missing, which is typical. So we're gonna grab this here and this here, and I think that size is a 10mm. Let's see if she's a 10. Let's see if I can record the entire process of this replacement job. Let's see what, oh, we'll need a swivel right there, but just to see what size socket we got going on. I did guesstimate pretty good. Oh, and she's just hand tight, so we can unscrew her like this. You could put an impact on it if you want. Oh, I was going for that bolt down there, but it's not that bolt, it's this bolt right here. The piece that was here, it was just those 2 bolts. These guys right here, 10mm. And then you just pick up on it this way and she comes right out. So, and then of course you gotta undo your hose clamp, which we did. So now do this guy right here. That should be good enough. Just toss this right here for now. Next step, I think we're going to be removing the throttle body and this intake manifold. Let's see what we got to do to get that off. Let's see, we've got some 10mm bolts right there. I think it's 10mm. That's just me guessing, but let's see. Yes sir, those are 10mm right there. Oh, this one, is that loose? No, that was just, let's see if I can get this on here. We'll start with this one right here. Let's see if I can fit this on here. Alright, so this here vacuum hose on our throttle body, if we look at it, there's this gray little clip. What you're going to want to do is push forward and then push down on that gray clip, just the gray clip, and then pull back. And she comes right off. And now we'll have to get this here electrical off right here. So that way I can get a better look at that electrical connection. I'm actually going to remove all 4 of our bolts holding this throttle body on. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely easier to take this thing off. See, there's a little clip in there. You're gonna pull it this way and then push down. Guess I'm gonna have to do that off camera. Or maybe I could try to do it on camera. Let me just tilt this thing back here. There she goes. So here's our super dirty throttle body. We'll just toss that that aside and our airbox holder, parts holder. So let's just keep on chugging along here. Let's see, now we got the intake manifold. Now this may be a little bit more pain in the ass. We got a clip right here. You can see somebody definitely, you know, this is a 2009. I'm honestly surprised to see like this wire loom. There's supposed to be black wire loom covering these wires, so I don't know, man. Somebody, it's only a 2009. The plastics shouldn't be that bad. Let's see if we can't pull this guy off of here. Okay, this is a plug I haven't really seen before. It's probably the same process as the other one. We'll have to get a flathead back there. See if I can't record this. I'm gonna just stick a flathead back there, lift up on it, and pull. Yep, that did the job. Now I got this right here like this. I'm gonna try to pull this out of here. We'll toss that aside. So this looks like some sort of sensor or something. We've got a hose right here. This is what catch cans are good for. So you don't get oil coming back up through your intake. Anyway guys, I'm gonna figure out what I gotta do to take this thing out, and then I'll get back with you. Looks like we have our fuel lines right here. We're gonna have to unbolt our fuel lines. We got some other fuse back here. We'll have to take this here guy off of here. And this right here, I'm not sure what this is for. Some sort of hose. I guess we just pick up on this and it should come off, but anyways, let me get back with you guys. I'm going to figure this out real fast. So back at it, trying to remove this here intake manifold. I took off the serpentine belt. Didn't take it all the way off, it's just resting there. But I think we're gonna have to take off our alternator. And this back here, I just got that a little bit loose, so that pops off right there. And then this electrical bracket right here. That bolt right there is a 10mm. I already loosened it up, so we're gonna take that out. Well guys, I think it's about time we take off this here plastic wheel well. I'm gonna start by removing this aftermarket light somebody put in here. Got one. Oh, there she goes. So the next thing we have to do is remove these here plastic clips, and I just always just go at it with a flathead. Where did I leave my flathead? Alright, I was able to remove all of those. Looks like we got a 10mm I did not see. Got that 10mm on the front right there. You see that? Oh, there she goes. We'll just toss that aside. It doesn't look like we have all that much more room. Okay, I see one bolt. Well, this is definitely going to be a gigantic pain in the ass. So to get our intake manifold off, we are going to have to loosen up the serpentine belt and take off our alternator, which are those two bolts right there, and those are 15 millimeters. So let's see if I can't do this on camera really fast. So we got our top two alternator bracket bolts taken out. Now, if you can see, the wrench is on a nut that we're gonna have to take off for a red hot wire. So I just got it set up like this. Not really gonna be able to catch this on camera very good. Let me see if I can't go on the underside, give you guys a better view. And we're also, this is a 15 millimeter bolt to take this alternator off. See, that's the one right there we're trying to get to, which we might actually be able to get better from this here bottom side. Oh yeah, there she goes. And now we're gonna smack that with a 15 millimeter. Trying to get this on camera for you guys. Come on. There she goes. Alright, it's about now. That was a pain in the ass. Put that right there. Now there's one more wire we have to take off. I hope you guys can see that. This guy right there. Well, I'm gonna do this off camera because so our alternator is taken off. It's just chilling right there, just sitting aside. I was able to disconnect that last little connector. Let's see if I can't go to the bottom side and show you guys where those bolt holes are for the intake manifold. There's 9 of them. Let me see. I'm gonna have to, so there's one right there, the tip of my finger is at. There's that one right there. There should be one directly above that, but the camera's not gonna be able to see it. One right there, and these are just gonna be impossible to show you guys. I think you can see one. Will the camera pick that up? There's one right there, and there is also one directly above that. Oh, from this angle right here we can see there's one right through there. Yeah, right there, there's one. I don't know if you guys can see that, but anyway, I'm gonna get to taking these off. I think those are 10 millimeters. I'm gonna get after it. This is like hour 3 trying to remove this intake manifold on this Hummer. You see, I keep getting confirmation that someone's definitely been up in here before, because
there's a bolt. That bolt's going to the bottom of the intake manifold. The one above that was already loose. I didn't even have to do anything. And then we got that one right there. And then there's this metal bracket. I'm wiggling it around. It already was missing one bolt, but I undid two more, so it was missing one bolt. And so right now, where my wrench is at, I don't know if you can see that. This is the bolt I'm working on right now. Very tight space over here. Now I know why guys don't like doing this. But there's one above this. There's a 10mm bolt above this one. That's gonna be pretty tricky to get off. Oh man. Anyway, just a quick little update. There's 9 bolts. I've already loosened 1, 2. One was already loose. So I've already got 5 loose. I got 4 more to go. I have finally got all 9 bolts loose. Let's see if she wants to come out. Oh, my bucket's slipping from out under me. Oh, come on, baby. Oh. What am I stuck on, man? Alright, let's see if she's ready to come out now. Whoa! Falling off my bucket again. Come on, baby. Yeah! Man, this thing is a pain in the ass, dude. This is the biggest pain in the ass. Oh, there she goes. See, we got 1, 2, 3. This was the one that was already taken out for me. Or it was just loose already. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, finally. This thing was getting caught up, I would think, on this fuel rail, and then for me, I unloosened this right here a little bit. That's just a 10mm. I loosened this because we were hitting right here. Oh, here's our intake manifold. Guess I'll just toss this right here. Alright guys, so the next thing we're going to do is take off our starter. And I believe that is, there's only 2 of them, 2 15mm. Of course, I barely have any space in here. There's the top end. I'm going to take that out really fast. So after removing that 15mm, we can come over here with a 13mm and remove this wire right here on the back of the starter. Okay, and there's a plug right there on that black one, but I already disconnected it. to get to our intake manifold bolts. So that's those two electrical connections, easy. And then I'm gonna go to the bottom with a 15 millimeter and finish removing the starter. So I'm down here at the bottom, and that bolt right there is the one we're after. These are the tools I'm using, a 15 millimeter shorty. I'm gonna try to use a wrench trick. Let's see if I can get this on video. Starter looks like it's becoming loose. I can probably bottom starter bolt. So we should be able to take out that starter. I guess I'm gonna try to go at it from the top. Oh, now we got a bunch of stuff in the way up here, but screw it, let me try. Oh yeah. All right guys, I don't know if I can do this, man. I'm gonna have to take this thing out all the way. Haven't seen any guys on YouTube actually record the entire process of taking out this starter. Probably because it's such a pain in the ass. But I'm gonna try to do this. Oh yeah, I got her out. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, come on. There we go. A removed starter. That wasn't too bad. Definitely have to give this thing a little bit of a cleaning before we put it back on there. Now we can go to the underside, start removing some other stuff.